On today's show, we're going to make our chicken burritos, but without the tortilla.
Mouth-watering family recipes, easy-to-make meals, humor and faith fill the inspiring show Dano on the Counter. Born with only half a spine, Dano Burkhardt was never supposed to be able to hold his head up. Despite countless surgeries, a stroke, leg amputations, and kidney transplants, Dano developed a contagious love for life. Join Dano as he shares his easy-to-make dishes and the hope that keeps him pushing forward.
For the baked Mexican chicken burrito, you're going to need 1 can, 15 ounces of black beans, 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, half teaspoon of onion powder, half teaspoon of garlic powder, a half teaspoon of chili powder, 2 cups of chicken broth, 1 cup of Mexican cheese, 1 medium tomato, and some green onions for the top. And the main ingredient, of course, 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breast, and 1 cup of long grain, uncooked white rice. Hey, so happy New Year's, guys. At the beginning of 2023, it's hard to believe that it's 2023. Time is just flown by. I know as I get older, it seems like the years go by so much faster. The winters seem to run a little slower, but man, the rest of the year, it flies. And I know at the beginning of each year, everybody's thinking about what's new and starting things over again, of course, and talking about resolutions and what's going to be, what their goals are for next year and the year coming up. And I tell you what, I always have the same ones, obviously. It's like, I'm going to get healthier and I'm going to exercise more and things like that. But I don't know, some of these recipes that I cook on this show, we all know they're not the healthiest meals out there. But I think back this year I gained an extra chin. I don't know, but maybe we'll work on that in 2023. So one thing is, I know with resolutions and things like that, I know it's almost ridiculous to set like a goal. Like, I'm gonna lose this much weight by this date, blah blah blah. I'm gonna get to this point, I'm gonna lose this many pounds or whatever, but I know that it's really a lifestyle change, obviously, and you gotta take it one day at a time, and don't blame yourself if it doesn't work out the first couple of days and you have a couple of bad days in there too. I know sometimes people get discouraged in the first couple of weeks because, they missed a day or they ate bad or something like that, but there's always time. You got a whole year, you got another 340 something days to get it right. So don't give up on those resolutions, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to stick with mine. I'm looking forward to the future and what this year brings. Have some exciting things coming up as always. Seems like my life is always changing. There's something cool always around the corner. I'm excited to see what God's going to bring us and see where He leads us. In 2023, I'm just praying for you guys, and hopefully God will continue to bless each one of you guys that's watching this show, and we're all going to have a great year and many blessings coming your way. So remember to keep the faith and rely on God and everything. And in 2023, we're gonna see what He brings. It's gonna be awesome. Hey y'all, welcome to the store. Today we're gonna pick up our items for our chicken burrito dish. It's a baked dish. It's really simple and easy. It's like a chicken burrito, but it doesn't have the actual tortilla. It's pretty much everything you'd find in the ingredients of the inside of a burrito, but you don't actually have the tortilla. So we're gonna get some rice, we're gonna get some chicken, we're gonna get some seasonings, some tomatoes, and some black beans. We're gonna throw it all together, and then we're gonna bake it, put it in the oven. It's gonna be awesome. So first, we're gonna go ahead and grab some chicken breast. All right, so we're gonna need some chicken breast here, boneless, skinless. We're just gonna chop this up, and then we're gonna brown it in the skillet. We're gonna use chicken breast. You could use thigh meat if you wanted to, if you prefer the dark meat. This is a little bit healthier for us, so instead of using like ground beef or anything like that, but you can substitute whatever you want. We're just gonna use chicken today. We're gonna cut up real fine, and then we're just gonna throw it all together. So boneless, skinless chicken breast, you're gonna need a couple of them, probably about 2 cups. All right. So along with cooking this, is cooking it, making it easy. Also, shopping for it's easy because everything's pretty much in one aisle. You're just gonna need your diced tomatoes, your black beans, your rice. You can all find it here in one aisle. Make it easy because you're all gonna cook it together too. So we're gonna grab our rice. All right, so we got a long grain white rice here. We're just gonna throw this in. We're actually gonna cook it in the dish. We're not gonna cook it separate. Make it everything a lot easier. So we have this, and then right across here, we're gonna grab our black beans. All right, so I told you right across the aisle is our black beans. You only need 1 can. We're gonna drain them and rinse them. We're gonna throw them in the pan as well. So, can of black beans. All right, next thing we're gonna need is some diced tomatoes. We don't want it with chilies. We just want plain diced tomatoes right here. Just a can of these. I'm gonna throw this in the pan as well. The other things we're gonna need is just some seasoning, some cumin, some garlic powder. We're just gonna throw that all in there. So I think we're pretty much done here. I think we're good to go. Maybe some cheese. We'll grab some cheese on the way out. But other than that, we're gonna head back to the house, start cooking. Hey, so I just want to share with you guys this funny story. And you know, I was supposed to go down to Florida for New Year's to see my family and hang out at the beach for a couple days, and I was over in Pittsburgh getting ready to catch my flight, and I started getting text messages about 4 o'clock in the morning that my flight was delayed, and then it was delayed again, and then it was delayed again, and finally my flight was supposed to take off at 8 o'clock in the morning, was finally delayed till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is all like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm learning about all this. And I'm debating, I'm over in Pittsburgh, and I'm like, what should I do? Should I just drive down to Florida? You know, should I just get in the car and go? Now, I've done this before. I did this a lot in college. My brother and I, if there was something fun going on in Florida, we would honestly just get in the car and leave. You know, when you're in college, we didn't really have as much responsibility, so we would just get in the car and go. So I was kind of debating on that, if I should go and should I just drive it. And finally, the airline texted me again, and if you remember, this is when certain airlines canceled like thousands of flights. Well, I was on a different airline, but that airline, since they canceled their flights, all of the other airlines were full as well because everybody was jumping airlines and getting new seats and everything. But anyhow, so my flight got delayed. I was gonna miss my connection, so I decided I'm just gonna drive. So I got in the Jeep and I drove down through Virginia, West Virginia, and down into North Carolina. We got on the dreaded I-95 and sat in traffic for 3 hours to go 50 miles. If anybody's ever driven 95, they can relate. That is probably the worst road in America. No matter what state you're in, it's going to be terrible. But yeah, I ended up driving. Took me about 12 hours to get to South Carolina, and then we picked up my brother and my sister-in-law and my nieces, and then we drove the rest of the way that night. Ended up getting into Clearwater about 1 o'clock in the morning. It was a long day in the car, but it's also a good time in the car too, because really you have those 12 hours by yourself really to think about life and things that are going on and decisions about, you know, what's going on and how maybe you can change some things and things that aren't going the way that you thought they were gonna go. Maybe this is the time to kind of make some better decisions and change some things around. And so it wasn't a bad trip for me. Although the drive was long, it actually was all right. And I think it was actually a success. I made it there in a good time. Lord blessed me with a safe trip, and give me 12 hours to really clear your head and kind of prepare for the coming year. So, you know, all things considered, I'm pretty excited about it. So, you know, I think people look at me and they say, oh, how does he do that, you know? And, hey, I can do anything, right? I just have the mindset that, you know, whatever that challenge might be, I'm unable to do it. I'll take it face on, and canceling a flight's not going to stop me from having a good time and hanging out with my family.
Hi, my name is Dad Dick.
And I'm Aiden. We're the 5th generation of Dick's Home Care.
And our family is here for your health.
If you're considering a lift chair, call or stop in and see us at Dick's Home Care. Our chairs come in a wide variety of fabrics and finishes. We even have chairs that are able to be closer to your wall in case you have a small space.
Dick's Home Care, Central Pennsylvania's leader in mobility products.
Impact Productions, a multi-layer technology company providing on-site, online, and in-studio video services. Contact Impact Productions to capture your story.
Hey y'all, welcome into the kitchen today. Today I'm going to share with you an awesome, quick, and easy recipe. It's a Mexican baked chicken. Not really baked, but it's a baked dish, as you say. And we got everything that you would put in like a chicken burrito, but without the actual tortilla. We're going to use rice instead. We're going to cook it all in one pot, and then we're going to pop it in the oven, bake it for about 20 minutes. It's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. It's going to be another one of those quick and easy meals that anybody can cook. Trust me, if I can cook it, you can cook it, and you'll be able to enjoy this with your family. So what I have so far is my skillet. I have some olive oil in there, just kind of heating up right now. I have some chicken breast, probably about 8 ounces or so of chicken breast. I'm going to just chop this up into little bite-sized pieces here. And as I'm chopping this up, we're just going to heat that oil up, and then we're just going to brown this real quick in the skillet. You know, I love these dishes because one is, you know, if you work full time like I do, and you get home, especially during the winter, you don't really feel like doing much. It's dark outside, and you don't want to really go out. But this is something that you can buy ahead of time, buy all the ingredients like we did today, and take it home and cook it. In about 20 minutes, you'll be eating. So it's pretty good and convenient. And you can add different things to this, of course. If you'd like to add different types of beans, or if you want to add some more jalapeno or some extra spices in there, go right ahead. Obviously, make this your own. This is just the way that I like it, but feel free to add and do whatever you want with this dish. So I just have my chicken breast here. I'm just going to cube it up. And then we're going to drop it in the pan. Just brown that off. But yeah, and also you could add any protein to this that you want. Like I said, I believe I said in the store, you could do chicken, you could do turkey if you want, you could do ground beef, anything that you want, any protein. Even shrimp would be great in this as well. So we have our chicken cut up. I'm just going to add it to our pan, and I'm just going to brown this off, saute it for a couple minutes. Once I get this in here, I'm going to go wash my hands. Back in a second. All right, so we're just going to saute this chicken, cook it till it's white. There's no more pink left in it. And then we're going to add our chicken stock and our rice. We're going to cook our rice in this same pan. All right, so we have our chicken here. It's getting nice and brown here. Got the oil going. You can see how it's got a nice brown color to it. We're not gonna burn it. So long as it's got a nice brown color on it, we're gonna go ahead and take this off now. And I'm just gonna transfer it to a plate. And then in this same pan, we are going to add our rice to this pan. And this is just a cup of long grain white rice. Now you could use brown rice or quinoa or something like that if you'd like. Any kind of carbohydrate really here. Or you could even leave it out if you wanted to. You could skip this whole step if you wanted to. So we're just going to kind of toast this rice a little bit in the pan. It's going to take a couple minutes here. Brown this up as well. All right, so we got our rice there. It's nice and brown there. Now we're just gonna add our beans and our chicken stock to this. Now this is just regular black beans. You could do pinto beans or garbanzo beans or any beans that you would like. Or you could, like I said, you could leave the beans out. Now those are 1 can drained and rinsed. And then we're going to add our seasonings to this. And in our seasoning mix is going to be some cumin and some garlic powder, chili powder, onion powder, and some salt and pepper. And we're just going to throw that all on here, season this up, get those aromas going. Get all that in there. And then we're just going to continue to stir this, mix this all up. And we're going to add our chicken stock to this. Now I put the seasoning in here before I add the chicken stock, just to kind of warm it up, kind of saute those herbs, just to kind of get them going. I should say spices. That heat there, that's going to kind of toast that and bring out those nice flavors in those spices. So we have that. Then we're going to add our chicken stock to that. This is just 2 cups of chicken stock. Then we're going to bring this up to a good boil here, because we need to have that hot water to cook all that rice. So we're going to let this boil. And we're going to add our diced tomatoes. This is just 1 can of drained diced tomatoes. Now we got all our liquids in there. We're just going to cook this down until some of that chicken stock is absorbed in that rice. All right, so we brought this up to a boil here. It looks really good. The rice is starting to thicken up a little bit. So now I'm just going to add this chicken back to the dish. I'm not going to stir it in. I'm just going to add it to the top there. Just kind of get it in the sauce. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this up and then turn it down to a simmer and let it sit for another 20 minutes just to cook that rice all the way through. And then we're gonna top it off. All right, so it's been about 25 minutes here. We have our rice and our chicken and our beans and tomato that's been simmering. We're gonna take the lid off, check it out. It looks pretty good. The chicken stock has really been absorbed by that rice. We're just gonna stir this up one final time. And then we're just gonna add our cheese to this. And then some fresh tomato. And then we're gonna just pop it in the oven just for a few minutes to melt that cheese in there. And then we're gonna serve it up And then you can serve this up however you want. You could add some fresh tomatoes and jalapeno, some sour cream on top would be good. Any of those flavors. And we just have some Mexican cheese here that we're gonna add. Just about a cup. I'm gonna stir this in a little bit. All right, we're gonna pop this in the oven here, brown this cheese on top, melt it, really get it in there with all the chicken and rice. And as this is baking off, we're gonna head over and do our final talk over the studio.
Made by Vogel is a father and son business that produces high-quality handmade wooden products such as cutting boards, bowls, bottle stoppers, and more. Products for sale can be found on their Etsy site or in downtown Altoona at the Clay Cup. You can't go wrong buying from Made by Vogel.
Hi, my name is Dad Dick,
And I'm Aiden. We're the 5th generation of Dick's Home Care.
and our family is here for your health.
If you're looking for a stair lift, I would definitely recommend Bruno stair lifts. The reason people get Bruno stair lifts from Dick's Home Care is it keeps them in the home that they love. We also have a rental program on the stair lifts. My customers coming back to me saying, I'm so glad I bought this.
Dick's Home Care, Central Pennsylvania's leader in mobility products.
Hey y'all, welcome into the studio today. Today I just want to talk to you a little bit about something that is, something that I've had to deal with in my life, and that is getting out of your comfort zone and trying something new. Now, let me tell you, in my life, there's been many times that I've sat there and I've just gone day to day, just normal routine, and and I'm like, oh, this is great. Life is going smooth. I have no worries, no concerns. And then all of a sudden, something pops up, and it's that something that crawls in the back of your mind, and you're like, wow, now I got something to worry about. Now I have something to really stress about. And that's really what I want to encourage you guys today is don't be afraid of those things that pop up in your life that you're thinking, wow, where did this come from? Here I thought everything was going so well. Then all of a sudden, wow, I've really got something to worry about. And to that point, I want to encourage you guys to try something new. Get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Don't be afraid to try something different. Go out and talk to people, get involved in different things, different activities that maybe you've thought, there's no way that I could sing in the choir at church. There's no way that I could lead a Bible study. There's no way that I could, lead a small group or do something like that and get involved in a youth group or something like that, be a leader. These are all things that I've done in my life, but some things that I thought, wow, this is way overwhelming and there's no way. I have no talent in leadership. I definitely can't sing. We all know that. But those are just some things that I've been able to, step out of. And, stepping out, that's kind of something that I don't normally do, right? But it's something that I hope that you guys are able to do, is step out of your comfort zone and try something new. You never know where God is going to lead you and where God can take you by stepping out. And getting back to those things where you're worried about, things that creep up in your life, you think that, oh man, I don't know how I'm going to overcome this. I don't know where this came from. Well, I tell you what, once you get involved in something else and you're out, take a step in faith and you're doing something, those little things seem to kind of pass away and you don't really worry about them as much. Because once you're in that plan, what God has you doing, He opened that door for you to walk through it, right? That's the whole purpose of having a door open for you, is this opportunity to show what God can do in your life to other people. Like this television show. We all know I'm not a great cook. We all know I am not the most good-looking guy, even though I think I pretty much am, but I'm not the most good-looking guy to be on television, right? But it's something that opportunity came to me, and I thought, wow, this is an opportunity that God has given me to share what He has done in my life, and how can I affect other people by what He's done in my life. And so that's what I'm hoping that this little message today is something to push you out the door, let's say. When the door opens for you, I hope that you have the energy and the strength and the courage to step out in faith and try something new. God is going to open those doors for you once you rely on Him and trust Him with your faith, that He's going to bring you through all these different things, and that when He opens a door, it's a door for Him to show and do great things in your life. So I hope that's a little bit of encouragement for you today to step out in faith, try something new. Maybe it's a television show. Maybe it's singing in the choir. Who knows? But I'm just hoping that you're blessed by today, and I hope you all have a great afternoon. And let's head over to the kitchen and try some delicious food.
Dick's Home Care can help you stay mobile. Dick's offers a full line of scooters to help with mobility both inside and outside your home. Take your scooter with you wherever you go with a scooter lift from Dick's. They are available for most vehicles. If standing or sitting is becoming difficult, a lift chair from Dick's will make life easier. There are many styles and sizes to choose from. And Dick's honors warranties and service on what we sell. Dick's Home Care, Central Pennsylvania's leader in mobility products.
Hi, my name is Thad Dick,
And I'm Aiden. We're the 5th generation of Dick's Home Care.
and our family is here for your health.
Purify O3 is the simple, effective way to clean your CPAP or BiPAP. It provides hospital-grade sanitation, killing 99.99% of bacteria and germs with the touch of a button. Everything you need comes in one affordable kit for just $1.90. It's available exclusively at Dick's Home Care, Central Pennsylvania's leader in home medical equipment.
All right, y'all, welcome into the dining room. We're sitting here with the crew. We got Troy and Chow here. We have we don't even know what to call this. We're going to call this our chicken burrito bake, but it's just the ingredients of a chicken burrito without the actual tortilla. So people that are, don't like the tortilla or don't want to waste the time, have something all in one meal. This is perfect for that. So guys, dive in, let me know what you think. It's hot. It's good.
Yeah.
Lots of cheese in there.
Yeah.
Rice is cooked well.
It is.
Yeah, the rice is cooked very well.
Tomato.
Black beans are good and healthy for you. So, I don't know. Looks like it's a winner.
Yeah.
Hope everybody at home gets to try it. Let me know what you think. Try it at home. Try making it. Shoot me an email. But thanks for tuning in. Either way, either online or on Fox. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys next week on Dano on the Counter.
Yeah.